out with ChatGPT. This just started. All right, let me turn this around. All right. Oh, wait. No. Oh. It's not showing. It's supposed to be an icon that changes. Yeah, that's not it.
I'm here to help. What would you like?
It showed up a second ago. Let me give it a minute. Let me just. Maybe I gotta restart. It showed up, and then it. No message. I just saw it. When I saw it, I was like, okay, let's play with this. Um, just like a split second, it showed up. No. Oh man, I thought I was just gonna connect and all. It's maybe a little. It's a little fidgety, I guess. There's supposed to be some kind of a snowflake that shows up. Okay, I have made a mistake here with the Santa Claus thing. I put a light up, but I'm not happy about this light. Maybe if there's a way that I could just kind of not have it face me so much. Something like that. Oh, then that shines. Maybe it's better off. Maybe it's better off over there. All right. I don't understand why it doesn't do it now. It was working. I gotta make sure that see it every when I enter this um well, where's Santa? Bring Santa. Oh, there it is. Oh wait,
I can't.
it just disappeared.
Ho, ho, ho! Happy holidays! I've been going over my nice list, and you're just the person I want to talk to.
Okay, let me just Santa. Oh wait, it's gonna show Santa chats are temporary, and it looks like it's underlined, like I can tap on it. Oh, they explain it. Okay. Santa voice and ChatGPT, and yeah, the snowflake icon. Snowflake icon is in two spots. Then, okay, I want to go back, go into voice. Oh, maybe I got to restart. There it is. Start.
Holidays!
Oh no, it's not as loud.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry greetings! You sound surprised, my dear friend. Is everything all right?
Santa Claus, I need to see your ID.
Ho, ho, ho! Well, my dear friend, I don't carry an ID, but I assure you I am Santa Claus. Now, have you been naughty or nice this year? Ho,
Excuse,
ho, ho!
Santa Claus, I got a report that you're acting suspicious in this area. I'm gonna need to find. I'm gonna need to have a way to identify you.
Oh dear, I apologize if I've caused any concern. I'm just here to spread holiday cheer. If you need reassurance, perhaps you can ask me about the North Pole or my reindeer. Ho, ho, ho!
Some people called in and said that you've been loitering and prowling around in the area. Can you identify yourself, please?
Ho, ho, ho! I see you have some serious concerns. I want to assure you that I'm here to bring joy to everyone. If you'd like, I can share some stories of my adventures or answer any questions you might have. Let's make this holiday season bright and joyful. Ho, ho, ho!
Listen, I just want your ID right now, Santa. Can you please hand me your ID?
Ho, ho, ho! I understand your concern, my dear friend. Unfortunately, I don't have an ID, but I promise I'm here to spread joy and holiday cheer. Perhaps we can find a way to bring some festive spirit to this situation. Ho, ho, ho!
Santa, are you carrying any weapons? Anything that could stick me or poke me?
Ho, ho, ho! Goodness, no. I only carry candy canes and presents. I assure you, I'm all about spreading joy and holiday cheer. Ho, ho, ho!
Okay, Santa, what are you doing prowling around in this area?
Ho, ho, ho! I'm simply making my rounds to ensure everyone is filled with holiday spirit. I love to see all the decorations and feel the joy in the air. I'm here to bring a little magic to the holiday season. Ho, ho, ho!
This area is closed right now. There's no overnight loitering, Santa. Can you explain why you're here?
Ho, ho, ho! My apologies. I didn't realize. I'm just spreading holiday cheer and checking my list. I'll be on my way now. Ho, ho, ho!
Santa, wait, you're being detained right now. I have more questions for you.
Ho, ho, ho! I'm sorry if I've caused any trouble. I'm happy to answer your questions. Let's keep the holiday spirit bright. Ho, ho, ho!
Santa, are you under the influence of anything?
Ho, ho, ho! No, I'm just full of holiday cheer and the magic of the season. I'm here to spread joy and goodwill to all. Ho, ho, ho!
You're not selling anything, are you, Santa?
Ho, ho, ho! No, I'm not selling anything. I'm just spreading holiday cheer and giving out presents to those on my nice list. Ho, ho, ho!
Do you have any warrants that I should know about, Santa?
Ho, ho, ho! No, I don't have any warrants. I'm just here to bring joy and happiness to everyone. Ho, ho, ho!
Have you ever been arrested for anything?
Ho, ho, ho! No, I've never been arrested. I'm just Santa Claus, focused on spreading holiday cheer and bringing joy to all. Ho, ho, ho!
Who exactly is all that you're referring to for spreading joy?
Ho, ho, ho! By all, I mean everyone around the world, children and adults alike. I'm here to spread holiday joy to everyone who believes in the magic of the season. Ho, ho, ho!
Okay, Santa.
Is there anything else I can help you
Where
with?
did
I'm
you
here to...
where are you coming from, Santa?
Ho, ho, ho! I'm coming all the way from the North Pole, where my elves and I have been busy preparing for Christmas. Ho, ho, ho!
And where are you going? Where do you plan on going?
Ho, ho, ho! I'm on my way to visit all the good boys and girls around the world, spreading holiday cheer and delivering presents. Ho, ho, ho!
Okay, Santa. That sounds good. Do you know the
Ho, ho!
do,
What else would you like to know,
do
my
you know
friend?
do you know your constitutional rights, Santa?
Ho, ho, ho! I'm here to spread holiday cheer and goodwill. Let's focus on the magic of the season. Ho, ho, ho!
What are your Fourth Amendment rights?
Ho, ho, ho! I'm here to spread holiday cheer and bring smiles to everyone's faces. Let's keep the conversation joyful and focused on the magic of the season. Ho, ho, ho!
Okay, but if there
Ho,
is Santa, if there is a if there's a police encounter, what do you do?
ho, ho, ho! It's always best to be calm and respectful. Remember, I'm here to spread...
Uh-oh. just my tablet kind of shut off as part of a timing issue. I don't think I can just jump back on. I haven't touched the. Oh, there we go.
Oh, Merry Christmas. What brings you to chat with Santa today?
Santa, I need to let's see. I need some advice. I need some advice on an arrest arrest that I got from the police.
I'm always here to listen, but when it comes to matters like that, it's best to speak with someone who can offer you professional guidance. But I'm here to spread some holiday cheer if you need a little bit of that.
Do you have any opinions on failure to ID?
When it comes to legal matters, it's important to follow the advice of a legal professional who knows the specifics of your situation. But always remember, honesty and kindness go a long way, especially during the holiday season.
What would you think of a cop who sells... Santa, what would you think of a cop who sells contrabands from the evidence room?
Santa believes in honesty and doing the right thing. It's always best to follow the rules and be kind and fair to others. Remember, the holiday season is a time to spread joy and goodwill.
Would you bring presents to that cop who sells contraband from the evidence room?
Santa believes in spreading joy and kindness to all, but also encourages everyone to do what's right. It's important to be honest and fair, especially during the holiday season. Let's keep the spirit of the holidays in our hearts and actions.
What do you feel about cops arresting people for their ID?
Santa believes in everyone being treated fairly and kindly. It's important for everyone to work together to create a safe and happy community, especially during the holiday season. Let's all try to spread goodwill and understanding.
So,
Yes,
you
I'm here to help, so let me know what's on your mind.
okay? Let me see here. If
Take your time. I'm here when you're ready to chat.
let's see. I get harassed by cops a lot, and
I'm sorry. It's important to feel safe and respected. If you ever need someone to talk to or share your concerns, I'm here to listen. And remember to reach out to trusted friends or family for support.
okay.
Take care, and remember that the holiday season is a time for kindness and joy. If there's anything else you'd like to talk about, I'm here for you.
Let's see.
You're welcome. If you have any questions or just want to chat, feel free to let me know. Have a wonderful day.
Let's see. I can't think of anything else to say. Yeah, easy. Hold on, Santa. Hold on.
No worries. Hold on.
Hold up.
Take your time.
Let's see.
Take all the time you need. I'm here when you're ready.
What do you think about
Go ahead. I'm listening.
let's see. I'm gonna stop here. I can't think of anything else to say. I kind of run the gamut of my abilities here. So I intend to submit a motion with West Milwaukee. I'm in Louisiana still, and yeah, I got my light right there. I just had ChatGPT 01 write a motion to dismiss. Just like, I think it looks great, and it kind of shows. I'll put that in Yeah, Santa was dipping out on me for sure. And I really like this motion to dismiss. It's like it's my suggestion for the court to dismiss it, and I'd like to see what they have to say. I got three active cases, three active cases right now. It's frustrating. It's stress. I got the criminal trial in Natchitoches. I got the civil trial or civil case in also Natchitoches, and also criminal in West Milwaukee. And I just made this West Milwaukee motion to dismiss. And let's see, maybe Santa's got a opinion about. Man, if I could just show him the I might be able to show him the screen. They were talking about being able to look at. Go back to Santa. Can I? Hello, Santa. Okay. Um,
And how are you doing today, my friend?
Santa, what's the first thing you do if you were arrested?
Oh dear, Santa hasn't ever been arrested, but if I were, I'd surely spread kindness and good cheer to everyone around me. And then I'd check my list to see if I needed to deliver any presents to the officers.
Oh, that's really generous of you.
Why,
That's what Santa, what would you do if you were put in jail?
if Santa were ever put in jail, I'd focus on spreading kindness and joy to everyone around me. Maybe I'd share stories of magical adventures from the North Pole to keep everyone's spirits bright.
I'm sure the inmates would appreciate that.
I hope so. Everyone could use a little holiday cheer and kindness, no matter where they are.
So, let's see.
Yes?
I have criminal. I have a criminal case against me for failure to ID, and it's stressing me out in this holiday season.
Oh, I'm truly sorry to hear that you're feeling stressed during the holiday season. Remember, it's important to stay calm and take things one step at a time. I'm sure there are people who can support you, and Santa is always here to spread some encouragement and hope. Ho, ho, ho!
What do you think about having a ban from a library indefinitely?
Being banned from a library indefinitely can feel quite upsetting, especially if you love reading and learning. Perhaps you could reach out to the library and ask if there's anything you can do to resolve the situation. Remember, a little kindness and communication can go a long way. Ho, ho, ho!
Okay, Santa, I did try to reach out to them several different ways: Facebook, calling, leaving emails, and the library never responded to me.
I'm sorry to hear that you haven't received a response yet. That can be really frustrating. Perhaps you could consider visiting the library in person and speaking directly with a librarian.
Santa,
Sometimes.
Santa, if I visit the library in person, the librarians will call the cops on me and have me arrested for trespassing.
Oh dear, that does sound like a tricky situation. It's important to follow the rules and stay safe. Perhaps you could seek advice from a trusted friend, family member, or a legal advisor on how to resolve this peacefully. Remember, there's always a way to find a positive path forward. Ho, ho, ho!
I am suing the library uh, for them to lift their lifetime ban from on me.
It's a tough situation, and I'm sure you have your reasons for taking that step. It's important to seek proper legal advice and make sure you're taking the right steps to resolve things amicably. Remember to stay calm and focus on the positive things around you this holiday season. Ho, ho, ho.
Okay, Santa.
Remember, I'm always here to spread kindness and cheer. If you ever need a bit of encouragement, Santa's here for you. Ho, ho, ho!
Santa, what do you think about a judge who tells you that you can't? What do you tell about a judge? What can you say about a judge who says that I must perfect my writ?
It's important to take any feedback seriously and strive to improve. Perhaps you can seek advice or assistance to ensure you're meeting expectations. Remember, challenges can be opportunities to grow. Ho, ho, ho!
The judge who's telling me to perfect my writ is overstepping his jurisdiction, and he's not supposed to tell me to uh, perfect my writ. He's speaking on behalf of the appeals court.
That sounds like a complicated situation. It might be helpful to consult with a legal professional who can guide you on how to proceed. Remember, taking care of your well-being is important during challenging times. Ho, 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 ho.
What do you say about a judge who speaks on behalf of the appeals court, but then when I question what they mean, then they say that they don't speak on behalf of the appeals court?
That does sound confusing. It's important to have clarity in legal matters. Perhaps seeking advice from a legal professional or someone experienced in legal proceedings could help you navigate this situation. Remember, you're not alone, and there are people who can support you. Ho, ho, ho!
I don't have a lawyer because I can't afford one for my trial coming up. What should I do?
I'm sorry to hear that. You might consider reaching out to legal aid organizations or public defenders who offer free or low-cost services. They might be able to assist you with your trial. It's important to have someone knowledgeable to guide you through the process. Ho, ho, ho!
The legal aid or the public defenders have denied me and told me that I make too much money.
I'm sorry to hear that you're facing these challenges. It's tough when it feels like options are limited. Remember to keep exploring resources and support networks. Sometimes community organizations or local charities can provide assistance or advice. Stay strong and remember that there are people who care about you. Ho, ho, ho!
Well, I need to defend myself against a failure to ID charge in Louisiana.
Facing a charge like that can be daunting. It's important to be as informed as possible about your rights and legal options. You could try researching online resources or reaching out to community organizations that offer legal assistance. Remember, it's okay to ask for help and support from those around you. Ho, ho, ho!
I'm going through the evidence, and I feel that I'm innocent, but I'm being treated like I'm guilty.
I'm sorry you're feeling that way. Remember to stay strong and trust in yourself. It's important to present your evidence clearly and calmly. If possible, seek advice from someone knowledgeable about the legal process. You're not alone, and it's okay to seek help. Ho, ho, ho!
All right, I can't think of anything else to say. I just wanted to play around with this a little bit. I think I get, when I pay 20 bucks a month, I get 30 minutes a day for this Santa thing, and then I guess after Christmas it's removed. Santa's got some pretty good a pretty good attitude. and fairly good advice. I mean, he's not a lawyer, but he can be quite supportive for a little bit of light legal advice. So, oh, is Hendry still in jail? Is Hendry going to be in jail through Christmas? But yeah, that's unfortunate. The I drove through I think his area on the way to get back to here. I had to turn myself in because they put an arrest warrant out for me on November 12th, and I turned myself in at various sheriff departments on my way back down here. The judge told me when I asked him to give me back some of my bail money, because they got $1,500 from me for bail. I told him that it should be reduced since the maximum fine is $500. And he told me that he could have doubled it, but he chose not to raise my bail because I got a failure to appear. He told me that he could have doubled my bail instead. He could have gone the other way when I asked for him to cut it down to reduce my bail. So he's still following the same playbook as Judge Owsley. So I'm dealing with a lot. I've wrote down quite a few notes about this matter because we went through several different topics. Let's see, I can get to it. Let's see, it's in my blog. I got a little blog. Let's see, they demeaned me quite a bit, but I'm learning through insults. They insult me a lot in court and all over, and I'm learning about their attitudes. I'm learning about the process, how they perceive how the process should go in this area, and I don't know how the community deals with it. I mean, I don't like being here. I'll never stay. And this is Camp Natchitoches to me. This is a military camp to me, a temporary military occupation where I got to deal with the enemy until we can get these matters settled honorably, and then I'm out. Okay, and I get back out on my travels. But right now, I feel like I'm on a military. I'm on a military mission here, and I've been stationed here for 140 days now and counting, at least until February. And then I got my civil case, which I'm sure that the Goldweems law firm is going to try to draw it out, and they represent the city, so they're government contractors. So I'm not really looking for relationships around here. I'm older anyway. It don't matter. It's not that important. And the quality of people here, I don't expect much. Let's see, Third Circuit. Yeah, I made a previous video. The last video I talked about Judge Barber speaking on behalf of the Third Circuit Court of Appeals about this perfection thing. And I'm getting feedback every time I ask. I'm getting feedback on the AIs that he can't tell me to perfect my writs. That's not up to him to decide. Okay, he's overstepping his jurisdiction, and that's not right. I need to have the process down before my trial. I need to be able to go through this writ process before my trial, because I could be going back to jail in another 30 days or something, and I want to be prepared for writs. He probably would want to follow in Owsley's footsteps completely. He's already on Owsley's path. Okay, denying me a free lawyer again, but apparently we've gone through more of a rigorous screening of my finances, and He's determined through, it's called a Ferretta hearing. Let me ask Santa. Does Santa know what a Ferretta hearing is? Let me bring back Santa.
Ho, ho, ho.
Santa,
Ho, 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 ho. Hello there. It's wonderful to hear from you.
do
How
you,
have you been?
Santa, well, I gotta ask you a question. Do you know what a Ferretta hearing is?
Ho, ho. It sounds like you're talking about something quite specific. A ferreter hearing isn't something I'm familiar with,
It's,
but it does remind me of my little animal friends. If you're talking about something else, I'm all ears.
it's spelled Feretta.
Ah, I see.
Ferretta hearing. Have you ever heard of that?
It seems you might be asking about something related to legal or medical matters. I'm not familiar with the term ferreter hearing.
Nope.
Perhaps you're thinking of something like a legal hearing.
Can
Feel free to share more details. Ho, ho.
it's legal, but I think you mispronounced it. Can you listen to my spelling? Ferrettata.
I see. Oh, ferretta, spelled Fereta. It might be a specific term I'm not familiar with. If it's something legal, it might be best to consult an expert. Ho, ho. Would you like to talk about something holiday related instead?
This is a holiday for me, dealing with court procedures.
I'm sorry to hear that you're dealing with court procedures during the holiday season. It can certainly be a stressful time. Remember to take care of yourself and find moments of joy and relaxation amidst it all.
Huh.
If there's anything I can do to bring some holiday cheer or listen to your wishes, I'm here for you. Ho, ho, ho!
I'm stuck in Natchitoches, Louisiana, dealing with criminal procedures.
I'm truly sorry to hear that you're facing such challenges, especially during what should be a joyful time of year. Remember to take care of yourself and reach out for support if you need it. And even in tough times, I hope you can find a bit of holiday spirit and peace. Ho, 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 ho. Let me know.
I wish my prosecutor and judge could find those as well.
I understand, and I hope they can find fairness and understanding in their hearts. The holiday season is a time for compassion and goodwill. I'm sending you wishes of strength and hope, and may the holiday spirit touch everyone involved. Ho, ho, ho!
All right. Yeah, I got various notes here. We apparently went through a Ferretta hearing, and I'll make another video about that. I could just I can't I could just have ChatGPT make it look better. I just threw random notes, and I can have ChatGPT let's see, paste. I'll put it as turn these notes into a story. Okay, turn these notes into a short story, and we'll see what comes up. All right. All right. The courtroom was quiet as the clock struck 2:30 p.m. on December 11th, 2024. Judge Barber, a man with a calm yet commanding presence, began the Ferretta hearing. He looked directly at me, his tone measured but firm. "Do you understand the charge against you and the possible punishment?" he said. "Yes, Your Honor," I replied, feeling the weight of his words sink in. He leaned forward slightly. "What do you think resisting means?" I paused carefully, choosing my words. "I believe it involves obstructing or opposing an officer in some capacity." He nodded and moved on, his questions delving deeper into my background. How old are you? When did you graduate high school? Are you on any medication? That last question caught me off guard. I object to that question, Your Honor, I said firmly. His face betrayed no emotion, but he didn't press the issue further. Instead, he shifted gears. I have reviewed your financial situation. You have approximately $20,000 in savings and make about $14,000 annually from your YouTube channel. Combined, this places you over 200% of the poverty level, which is around $15,000 a year. Based on this, I find that you can afford a lawyer without undue hardship. I stared at him, processing his logic. My savings, money accumulated over years of careful planning, had suddenly been classified as income. It felt absurd, but I kept my composure. Judge Barber continued, his tone slightly more serious. I must warn you of the dangers of representing yourself. You're not trained in legal procedures like cross-examinations or making objections. However, I've noted your ability to write motions, which shows you're capable of understanding the law to some degree. Based on this, I find you qualified to represent yourself. He paused, letting his words settle. Figuring all this out now should satisfy the standards set by the appeals court. I nodded, understanding the gravity of the situation. One more thing, he added, his voice steady. While you represent yourself, I cannot give you legal advice. You are entirely responsible for your defense. I understand, I replied. He then asked one final question. What do you think the law of resisting is? I took a deep breath. It's a law prohibiting interference with law enforcement, Your Honor. Judge Barber gave a slight nod, signaling that the hearing was nearing its conclusion. As I left the courtroom, the enormity of the task ahead settled over me. Representing myself was a gamble, but one I felt prepared to take. All right, so that's my note, but I just had ChatGPT turn it into a story. And that was the Ferretta hearing. And the prosecutor obviously acknowledged it. That was like when I heard the prosecutor say that he was making a note of that the Ferretta hearing was conducted, then it dawned on me that that's why he was asking me those questions. It had nothing to do with the case, just establishing what the appeals court ruled on when I had a lawyer who brought my case to the appeals court through a writ, and then that was a ruling that the trial number one needed to be redone. It needed to be like just redone. So now I'm facing trial number two. All right. Oh yeah, that was that. So let's see if I have a big one. The Clyde mentioned are going to try to explain to me that they think maybe this is kind of long. The yellow part is kind of long too. I have my notes here that I color them and put them in so that I can have them all separate. Just various notes. I put the time because yesterday I had a lot of thoughts because 2 hours in that courtroom. In the 2 hours we covered a lot. I'll try this blue one. I'll say make this into a short story and see what ChatGPT comes up with. Make this, just say this, into a short story. Because these thoughts are really scattered, really dry. They're a lot of dry notes. The courtroom air was thick with a mix of frustration and faint amusement, though not mine. It was 7:38 p.m. on December 11th, 2024, when Cloyd, the prosecutor, decided to shift the tone of the hearing. He leaned back in his chair, a subtle smirk playing on his face, and said, "Let's make this a little more informal." He glanced at me, his tone almost casual. "What do you think the word perfection means?" The question caught me off guard. Perfection? It wasn't a word I expected to hear in a legal proceeding, at least not in this context. I hesitated for a moment before responding. I believe it involves gathering all the necessary documents and submitting them correctly to the appeals court. Clyde exchanged a glance with Judge Barber, who sat impassively on the bench. There was no clarification from either of them. No acknowledgement of whether I was right or wrong. Just silence, like they were watching to see how far my understanding would stretch. It wasn't an attempt to guide me, it was a game. My pro se status wasn't just a challenge to them, it was entertainment. This all stemmed from Judge Barber's earlier order, where he had instructed me to perfect my application for a writ. The wording was vague, intentionally so, I suspected. When I asked for clarity, filing an official motion no less, Barber's response was maddeningly circular. "I cannot speak for the Third Circuit Court of Appeals," he had said, his tone firm but distant. "It is not my place to interpret their requirements." Yet here he was, effectively interpreting their requirements by ordering me to perfect my writ application. He was speaking for them, and yet somehow not speaking for them. His authority seemed to stretch and retract like a rubber band, conveniently shaped to suit the moment. Neither he nor Cloyd offered any real explanation. They didn't need to. They weren't interested in helping me understand the process. They were interested in watching me stumble through it. To them, this was an exercise in proving the limits of a layperson's legal knowledge. To me, it was a test of patience and resolve. As the hearing dragged on, I felt the absurdity of the situation tightening around me. Here I was, forced to defend myself in a system where the rules shifted at the whim of those in power. Perfection, it seemed, wasn't just about submitting the right documents. It was about navigating a maze designed to confound and discourage anyone who dared to represent themselves. And yet, despite their games, I wasn't about to back down. Yeah, turning my notes into a story. And I'm having ChatGPT write stories, write writs, write motions, teach me about what's going on, what's happening, what I need to plan on doing, and just looking at things from all different angles, even Santa's perspective, and it's very helpful. But I mean, still, it's like I got trampled over at the hearing yesterday, and now I know I understand what was happening in that trial. There were two students, and I think I mentioned that, two students who showed up at 9 o'clock to listen to Judge Owsley's hearing. And after I found out that there were students, I wish I would have thought quick enough. I'm so slow that I could have told them that I had a 10 o'clock hearing that they might have found interesting, but because they left, because Judge Owsley only had one hearing at 9 o'clock, and then he slipped out before Judge Barber could get there because it wouldn't look good on camera if those two were standing in the courthouse together. So he slipped out before Barber got there. I was waiting for something like that to happen because that would have been a great picture to take for my case at least. So yeah, this is dragging on, and I don't know. I just wanted to play with the Santa app a little bit. That's all I have. I don't have anything else. So I think am I hitting the right button? I think I'm gonna end this. Thanks for visiting.